Hello, Aries. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aries is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button. Leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, does not cost you anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aries, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we have a Four of Cups here. There is this feeling you have that something is about to change. Yeah, that's something, that this is a temporary situation that you're in right now. Okay, Four of Cups, kind of a ship that is floating on the ocean, kind of deciding which direction to go now. Kind of waiting for the wind to catch the sails and to take us off to our destination. Yeah. So this is kind of a period of this is kind of a liminal space, right? This is a space in between what's coming next. And I feel like you've gotten away from the storm here. See, the skies look kind of dark in the background there. I feel like we just kind of got away from something that was very challenging, and now we're here, and now we're just kind of waiting for everything to pick up and carry us forward. Yeah. So it might be a combination of waiting for the wind to catch our sails, but then also realizing we've got to turn our engine on. Or we've got some oars, we can start rowing this thing while we wait for the wind, right? So maybe it's not waiting for Spirit to do something, but for us to start it, and Spirit will match our efforts, right? Let's put this into some context with a few other cards. Oh yeah, see there we've got the Ace of Pentacles. That's always the beginning of something. This is the seed. This is the idea. This is maybe us knowing what the destination is. We can see the summit of the mountain here, right? And so we know where we're, oh, look at that, Empress. We know what's at the top of the mountain too. Success, pleasure, this kind of luxury. This is really this is a situation that if you nurture and nourish it, it will nurture and nourish you. Okay, that's where we're headed. And we've got that Two of Swords. There's that question, which way do I go? Right? And maybe that's why we're this boat that's kind of floating around on the ocean right now, because we're still looking for that decision. We're still looking for that wind, right? This is air, swords cards. We're waiting for that air to push us in our direction. Well, that air has to come from your decision, right? We can't be of two minds about it. We've got to be one. It's one breath, right? It's one strong wind. It's not a wind that's two winds going in different directions. That's not going to be enough to get us moving. Two of Cups. Maybe the question here is really deciding which direction, which path you really love more, right? And there, of course, is our navigation. This is our plan. We've plotted a course. We're setting sail, baby. This is good. And where are we headed? Well, we've got the adjustment. I can't say that word today. Adjustment or justice card. It's called, in the Rider-Waite-Smith in the Thoth deck, it's called adjustment, right? And so it kind of is this card of karma. It's this card, too, of realizing that you have to course correct as you go. Just because you have this Six of Swords, that doesn't mean that you're automatically going, those are the turns, those are the stops, that's the speed, everything is set. No, sometimes things happen and we have to be able to adjust on the fly. Okay? I feel like this card's also indicating that there's some sort of a business thing, a connection, a partnership, a contract, an agreement. Right, you're meeting up with another force. There's an alliance here that's of a rather professional nature. So I don't know what exactly you're trying to do. Maybe this is the job. Maybe this is the contract. Maybe this is, getting that record deal, the publishing deal, whatever it might be. But there's a professional association taking place. Yeah. Let's continue. We've got more pentacles now. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. In the position of the environment, and this is who is at the, kind of at the prow of the ship, right? Looking out for land, looking out for dangers, kind of looking into the future, looking into the distance. Yeah, to kind of direct, to call back to the captain and say, hey, we've got some turns, we've got some danger coming up or whatever. I feel like this is your future vision, that you're always planning ahead. You have a good idea, feels like, of what you want your life to be in the future. That's the card, that's the vision. Having the vision of the future. Where do you want to be at the end of the day? Where do you want to be at the end of the year? Okay, at the end of 5 years. That's what the Knight of Pentacles is doing, looking out into the distance. And now we've got the Universe card. This is, again, kind of this open ocean feeling where what we don't want, this is the position of the obstacles, we don't want to feel like there's no land in sight, that this is an infinite ocean and there is no destination. No, we have to have our sights set on something. So in this case, I feel like it's important for you to know where you want to go, because this is a wide, wide universe. Okay? And final card. Oh, a Knight of Cups. Very interesting, a Knight of Cups here. This is a lot of gifts, a lot of blessings coming in. Okay, this is really, I think it's through your decisions, through your efforts, that you're really receiving blessings. Okay, this is also a card that's about giving your gift, right? So I feel like whatever work you're doing right now, you're going to accomplish it. And it's going to be something that you are giving to other people, something that you are expressing. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you're providing a service to people, providing a product to people. This is your talent, this is your destiny, this is your will, and I feel like it's something that you're sharing, something that you're giving away. Yeah, I feel like this is a really big win. I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles here, and then this Empress too, that we really have and the Two of Cups, all these good cards, showing that you are on your way to this kind of, it's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime, like, jackpot here, where we're getting the decisions, we're getting the plans, we're getting that momentum, we're getting the kind of breath of fresh air. We're feeling the love. We know this is like our paradise island. Yeah, we know where we're headed, and we're going to get there. Now, we have to make sure that we activate the rest of these energies. First, let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And we are just going to set it down over here. We're going to put our very own Kelly Kapoor right there on top. She's going to guard that card for us. And at the end of the reading, it will tie everything together, and it will give us our confirmation. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. We're going to do it together. It's going to be an interactive exercise, right? We all have our intuition. We've got to use it. We've got to practice to get better at it, I hope you'll play along. So let's look around here. We've got Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. Oops. So with the Empress, the Adjustment card, and the Universe card, this is really telling me that we can and will accomplish our goals, our desires. We will have the outcome that you feel in your heart. The Empress is down here within you. This is deep within you. This is your kind of magical, abundant, just joyous and loving self that is ready to manifest. With the Adjustment card, you're going to make the right connections. You're going to make the right adjustments to your path, to your course as you move forward. And we'll reach our destination. And it will feel like the world is yours. Right? The world is your oyster. This is the completion of your task, of your goal, of your project. Okay? We're reaching that paradise island. Just using these three Major Arcana cards, we can see this is what's happening. And this is once in a lifetime. Because this Universe card, this World card, it's literally everything. Right? This is your big chance. This is that big moment. All we have to do, seems simple, all we have to do is figure out what we love the most, what is in our hearts, and direct our mind, all of our forces forward to this paradise island. Okay? We don't have any fire cards here. Although, a little secret, the Knight of Cups is fire of water. The Knight of Pentacles is fire of earth. So there really is this spiritual vision in you. It's that fire of creation. It's that fire of will, that fire of ambition, the fire of motivation. So you see yourself at the end of the day, end of the year. You know who you are and where you will be, and that motivates you. The idea that the universe is blessing you and that you are giving your gift to the world creates this fire in you. That motivates you. Yeah. And so this is really a self-contained system. The more you do it, the more motivated you get. The more motivated you get, the more you accomplish, the more you succeed, the more you see your vision materializing, and you're giving your gift away, you're receiving more blessings, and then the cycle starts all over again. So there's no limit. The universe is infinite. There is no end to this process. You can expand and grow as big, as successful as you want, right? This is the moment where we've got to make that choice. It all comes back to this Two of Swords. We can't be split in two directions. Your ship can't go that way and that way at the same time. Pretty sure. So we have to unify this. And how do we unify that? Well, we take our heart. Our heart can't be split in two. My heart can't take me this way and try to take me that way at the same time. You know? Not in this case. Not in this case. Because we're trying to make a choice. We're trying to choose a direction to put all of our efforts. It could be that we're scattering our energy a little bit too much lately. And so it feels like we're not making any progress. We feel like a cork on the ocean. We feel like we're just floating here on the sea. Yeah. Because I think we're of two minds, two hearts. One wants to go this way, one wants to go that way. Maybe that way and forward and backwards too. So we end up staying in place. We go a little bit that way, we go a little bit that way. Where do we end up? If you go 2 miles that way, 2 miles that way, we end up right back where we were. We end up right here in the middle, having not made any progress. So we can't be of two minds or two hearts. You've got to commit. You've got to decide exactly which way you're going if we want this big win. Yeah, because you're ready for it. The Four of Cups says that you are ready. You've got yourself out of a particularly kind of nasty situation, right? I feel like it was, I feel like it was a bad work situation, or it was a very limiting kind of thing. Or it was limiting not only in terms of your finances, but in terms of like your expression, your creativity. It's like you had all these ideas and it was just, nope, just do what you're told. That's the job. Yeah. I feel like we're ready to be free of that. I think you are free of that. I think that's why the storm is behind you here. And now we formulate this plan to move forward. We know in a very logical way how to get to our goals, right? We know we've plotted the course. We've got the GPS. MapQuest has spit out the 30 pages of directions. You remember that? So we know, where we're going and how we're getting there. But things never happen that way. What if MapQuest is wrong and takes you down a dead-end road? What if there's construction, right? What if there's a storm? What if there's an unexpected road closure or something? You've got to be able to adjust as you go, change course. It's not a self-driving boat that we're in, right? It needs someone behind the wheel to be able to adapt to the changing circumstances of life. Okay? It's not a Tesla here, right? Or whatever, any other kind of self-driving contraption. And this is fine because you're going to get this absolutely indescribable success. This is all the love and the joy in the world for you. And this is what you really want in your heart. in your heart of hearts, deep within your soul, this is it. Right? This is it. You want to be able to enjoy your life to the fullest. You want to eliminate suffering as much as you relatively can for yourself, your loved ones. You want to transcend the circumstances that you find yourself in now, yourself, your loved ones, your pets, your plants, And this is the motivation, because this is the strongest, deepest soul desire that we can imagine. Okay? And I don't know exactly what this is for you, right? Spirit showing me a broken phone screen. Yeah, that the screen is busted on your phone. I don't know. I could think of a few things that might mean symbolically. But I'll let you sort that out. The phone is usually where we pull up our maps, right? Our directions. The screen's broken. Maybe we're not reading the directions too closely, too accurately, right? Maybe it's malfunctioning a little bit. We've got to be there. We've got to, my wife always tells me that I rely on the GPS too much. Even when I'm in town, like I'll just put in the GPS for wherever we're going, right? Even though I know the way. And it's kind of a habit for me. So I'm trying to get away from that to where I don't use the GPS. I just rely on instinct, where I can just, and maybe I have the map up as a safety, as a backup. But I try to just follow my gut, follow my kind of internal compass. Some days we get lost, but that's okay. We can always fall back on these plans that we have, but it would be good to start trusting ourselves and intuitively sensing, feeling the direction that we're going, right? What feels right in this situation? Now let's look at the path of the serpent. And as we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's good for the channel. I appreciate that. Okay. The adjustment card, like we said, is us adjusting to the different variables in life, the different things that come up that weren't on the map, right? That the GPS cannot account for. Those are the things that we have to be ready to, we have to do the whole process immediately, like in a split second. We have to perceive the circumstances, and we have to make a decision, and then we have to act, and we have to respond. Maybe there's a big pothole, right? GPS doesn't know there's a pothole there. Reminds me of that episode of The Office, right? Michael Scott's in the rental car, and the GPS tells him to make a right turn right here, right now. He makes the right turn right into a lake, right? It's very silly. I love that show. Very silly. It was kind of the same thing. We trust too much in this plan that we have. We're not able or willing, or we're just out of the habit of really looking around at what's going on and perceiving kind of what's really out there. Because the GPS is just, it's not real, right? So we've got to be able to perceive what's going on around us and adapt to those things. And that's the adjustment card. This card is also called Justice. And to me, it's this idea of judging, weighing things out. And I think that this is really important as we move forward in this path that you're on toward this really big win, this once-in-a-lifetime jackpot, accomplishing all of your goals, getting to this amazing outcome that you want. We've got to be willing to judge things. And we're not judging something's intrinsic value. We're not passing judgment on anybody or anything. But in a relative way, we have to take the Empress in one scale and everything else in the other. Every opportunity, every person, every thought, word, and deed. And we have to weigh it. We have to judge it. Is this leading me to my goals, or is it not? I'm not passing judgment, but I am determining if this is something that is going to be for me, or if I need to say no. And that leads us right into the Knight of Pentacles anyway. Because the Knight of Pentacles is that card, that energy, that spiritual vision that is looking toward the end of the day, the end of the month, the end of the year, 5, 10 years from now. Seeing the vision of your future self. Who do you want to be? Where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing? Well, once we know that, then we can start really planning. Then we can start really moving, right? Starting this journey. Because every thought, word, and deed right now in this moment is creating who you will be, where you will be, and what you will be doing. So the right here and now, the ever-present here and now is the most important thing. Because every thought, word, and deed is either bringing us closer to that ideal goal we have or further away, or it's changing the kind of the projection. Yeah. So we have to be willing to judge everything ourselves, our own responses, behaviors, what we're connecting with, what we're allowing in our life, what we are choosing to do with our moments, so that we can become who we envision ourselves becoming, right? And of course, this projection, this future vision is going to change too. Okay? And that has to be something that we adapt. See, it's a very difficult thing to have this Six of Swords, because this is very balanced, very harmonious, very beautiful image. But it's not ever going to look exactly like that. We have to be willing to change this a little bit, depending on the variables, what decisions we make. And we check in with this vision every so often, every night, every month, whatever, and we see where we're at. It's kind of like doing a budget. You do your budget, you check in every few days or every week or maybe once a month. You look at the budget and you see where you're at. You make adjustments where you need to and say, okay, now we're going to keep going. It's the same thing. We don't just say this is the plan and this is what we're sticking to, even though all around us is chaos. But no, we're sticking to that very specific plan without taking into account all of these other incoming energies. Yeah. The World or Universe card. This is kind of, in a way, this is what the Knight of Pentacles is looking at, because this is everything. This is every potential outcome, though. So what we do with the Universe cards, we try to chisel away at it until we create something like a 10 of Pentacles. Maybe the mystery card will be the 10 of Pentacles. We want to create a specific vision. This is infinite. This is everything is possible. All of your thoughts, words, and deeds right now in this moment are leading you somewhere, but we don't want to be somewhere. We want to be, we want to be on Paradise Island, right? So we've got to be very cautious with kind of checking in with that future vision, and seeing kind of what what it looks like now, and do we need to make any adjustments? I feel like June, July is very, kind of like the transition into summertime, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, is very important for you. I feel like that's a special time. I don't know if that's, if there's a particular anniversary or birthday, or if there's some sort of a deadline or some sort of a big event that you're expecting in kind of June, July. It's that transition into summer. It's very important for you. Okay? It's very important for you to give your gift away. It's very important for you to receive the blessings from the universe and then extend your gift out. And this is very much connected with the adjustment card, the justice version of this, because it's the weighing of things, the determining if the things that are coming in, are they blessings or not? Is this helping me get to my goal? Is this helping me become who I want to be, where I want to be, or is it not? Not everything that comes into your life is meant to be there. Not everything that comes into your life is a gift, even if it was freely given, right? We've got to be willing and able to say yes or no to things. Yeah. And this is really why, this I think is why we've got these two cards on either side here, the top and the bottom there. Okay. I feel like you've been dealing with some stomach stuff lately too. Spirit showing me the kind of the abdomen area. I don't know if you have like acid reflux or something. Yeah, it feels like there's kind of a nervous energy in your stomach area. Yeah, I'm not a doctor. This isn't a diagnosis. I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. Okay. I say we look at the mystery card now and see what this might reveal to us. Thank you, Kelly. I want to see some maybe fire energy, or maybe even some more earth energy. Maybe we will get like that 10 of Pentacles that we want, or the 9. The 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups even would be really good. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Let's take a look. Oh, the King of Swords. This is air on air. This might be the wind that we need to get this boat moving. The certainty that we need. And this is double air, right? Different in a way from the Two of Swords. This is now, I think, your air energy, your spirit, right? The air is the breath, is the spirit, is the mind, is linking up with the universal mind, with the breath, with the spirit, right? God, goddess, deity. So your efforts are being matched by the universe. And in this way, you're unstoppable. In this way, you're unstoppable. This looks like two different airs going two different directions. This looks like those two airs, right? Your spirit and the universe, the spirit of God, goddess, deity, combined, pushing in this direction toward this paradise. So this is really good. This is your will in sync, in harmony with the divine will. This is good. This is good. This is a big win. Yeah. And this is going to be an amazing journey for you. We are going to do an extended reading if you want to stick around for that. There is a link at the end of the video. There's a link in the video description, and there might even be one up there somewhere. New readings for Aries every Monday and Friday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. I'm here every day. Come back, see me tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. Does not cost you anything. Leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.